To-Go Systems sleeping pad sleeve review. Wait for the motorcycles. I can't really get it mad. I've got one too. Anyway, guys, Drew here over at RevHiker Outdoors, and I wanted to do a review for you today on the new To-Go Systems sleeping pad sleeves. Now, Brian has made these in several configurations. I'm going to show you some of them today. Some of these aren't exactly the way production's going to be because they were prototypes, and you know, manufacturing company made it a little incorrect for him. But anyway, before I show you these things to you, I'm gonna kind of give you my ideal uses for them. The first one is for guys in ultralight backpacking who sleep on the ground, who just sleep under a tarp. These things can replace your vapor barrier, basically your ground cloth, and they're gonna add heat to your sleeping pad, and they're gonna keep everything kind of self-contained. Also, bushcrafters. I've seen a ton of bushcraft videos where they say, hey, bring a 55-gallon drum liner and use that to stuff with leaves and debris and stuff, and that's your sleeping pad. You don't have to carry a sleeping pad, yada yada yada, which is a cool idea if you're doing a bushcrafting trip. Not that practical for backpacking, but bushcrafting, yes. I think this can totally fulfill that need for the bushcrafters and do it better than a drum liner, because not only is this stuff waterproof like the drum liner, but it also will have the reflective coating, so it's going to give you more insulation, and it will be easier to close because the ends where you would stuff it full would have Velcro closure. Please excuse the dump trucks and the traffic in the background. I am in my backyard. I know some people don't like backyard reviews, but when I'm looking after my kids for a day, I'm going to be in the backyard. So anyway, the other thing that I could see this used for is hammocks, and I cannot wait to use this in my hammock, especially the big one that I'm going to show you, which is essentially two right next to each other, that you stuff two pads side by side, and you get a double width one, which will wrap right around my shoulders and hips and cover all the cold spots for hammocking. So for that, I'm really excited. So now I'm gonna switch the camera up, and I'm gonna kind of take you guys around these things and show you them, and kind of give you a feel for what they're like. Now again, remember, some of the colors and the reflective sides will change, but we'll get into that. So first things first, on this top one, this is the green that you're accustomed to seeing in the trifecta and some other stuff. And right now that has my Thermarest in there, which is about just under an inch thick, but this will accept, I think 2.5 or 3 inches worth of pads. So you can, the really cool thing is that you can double pads up in this thing, so that if you can use this for summer or winter. In wintertime, you just throw an extra pad in there and it keeps them together and they don't slide around and move off to the side and migrate on you, so you get cold spots. So that's the cool thing. Plus it's gonna be a vapor barrier for you and sweat and all that stuff. Now the inside of this one has the reflective, okay? So the whole thing is reflective on the inside, which is really cool. It's going to trap a lot more heat in there. It's going to reflect some heat back up to you, and whatever heat gets into this pad, it's going to trap between those two reflective layers. So really, really cool idea. Not to mention, it keeps it dry, because when this pad gets wet, it won't technically go through, but the outer layer will absorb it. So this will keep it dry, keep you from gaining weight as you go down the trail if this thing's getting wet. Next is this. I think he's just going to make like a plain Jane one. This one won't, I don't think this will be, I think this will be, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering over my words here. This one will be reflective on the inside. The prototype, however, was not. And you can see by his logos, this is a pad protector, so it's going to, you know, really protect you from abrasion and some punctures. It's going to radiate the heat, and you can stuff more than one pad in there. Now again, these first two that I showed you are 3/4 lengths. My Thermarest is what they call a scout length or a short or whatever. The next one though is full 72 inches. So this is for a 6-foot pad, okay? And right now I've got Big Agnes Air Core pads in here. These are 3 1/4 inches thick when fully inflated, which they are fully inflated. And this is the dual that I was talking about. I can't wait to put this in my big wide hammock for this winter and just double this thing up and have it wrap up on both sides of me. When I lay on this thing, it's, you know, this is a little over 40 inches wide, and I really need about 36 to wrap around my shoulders. So this is going to be just like pure luxury for my winter camping. I'm really looking forward to it. You can see it's put together with like this double seam down the center. This reflective, if I remember correctly, will be on the inside. So when you look at it, it'll be either white or green. I think you're gonna have your choice. Oh, I got a little slug on there. I'll have to get that nasty little slug off. What a jerk. Hey, better to have it on this cover than on your nice expensive sleeping pad, right? So anyway, guys, I'm really excited about these. I think they're good. I think they're a relatively simple concept, but there's a lot of uses. Like I said, bushcraft, hammock, ultralight. This is really cool. And I know I said that these are 3 1/4 inch thick, but if you really wanted to, you could probably get one of those thin closed cell foams in between here, you know, put it right on top here for extra insulation. But let me just show you. I'm going to set up the camera and just show you how these things come out. It's just a Velcro closure, but let me reset the camera, show you that quickly, and then we'll wrap things up. So this is how you would get these out. Like I said, it's just a Velcro closure. These just flop open, and it's the same on all of them. You can see this was meant to be that green on the outside, and the company just, you know, flip-flopped them on accident. So, but for production models, like I said, there's a prototype for production models. That'll all be fixed. It'll be green on one side, white on the other, and then reflective in the center. So anyway, here's how they come out. Slide right out, and you can see that this was the air core, 20 inches by 72 by 3 1/4, and it fits right in there. Getting them in is a little bit more of a challenge, but with these air cores, it's not that bad. You just have to kind of grab it by the center and kind of keep sliding it in. So again, not too bad at all. And he's got the Velcro closure. Now, if I was going to do this as a moisture barrier, I would flip it this way around, because that's where the sleeve comes from. I wouldn't want moisture getting up in there, or water, if this was just on the ground. But anyway, guys, that's really about it. I really think these are cool. They're super simple, but really cool. So if you guys have more questions, please put them in the comments below. I will be making future videos on how these fit into hammocks and all that stuff, but I just wanted to get the awareness out, and I'm definitely gonna have some more news coming up relatively soon with Brian and some more to-go systems products. We're actually considering doing like a kind of a collaboration and designing a backpack together. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. God bless you guys, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to put your comments and questions below.